Made-Connie.
everybody. How's it going this morning? Hope everybody's doing wonderful. We got a
Thank
full house
you.
already,
I
looks like.
know.
Lord have mercy. Good
Thank you,
morning,
Terry, so much
Miss
for the
Terry.
elephant stampede. We really do appreciate
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got
That's
Nana Kathleen in the house.
and little
And
Carrie.
we have, yes, little Carrie. And we got my corn dog. Hey,
Yep,
corn
my
dog.
queen.
And we got Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light.
There you
Woo.
go.
Now we got Wicked Granny in here. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweetheart, she's got a migraine starting, so she's gonna go lay down. But she said she left the thumbprint. Well,
Oh, I see that
sweetheart,
now. Bless your heart. Don't worry
you just
about
catch
it.
us on the replay when you can.
You take care of you. That's how
Yes,
that works.
yes.
Got Miss Mimi Cat Do. Hello, hello, hello. We got
Love you,
Joy
Mimi.
Paris. We got Yarn again. I believe it was
I
Christy. I
think
think.
so. Man, I'm horrible with names. Gonna have to get my paper out
If
again.
I'm wrong, just smack me. That's all
Right.
I know. Yep, yep.
We
Got
have
Sharon,
Jane,
uh,
Sharon.
and we got our lovely Lynette from Coffee Angel Crafts. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Lynette. And there's our
Woo!
Carrie
Carrie,
and
Carrie, Carrie,
Froggy. Whoop,
Carrie,
whoop.
and there's my froggy. Kim Anderson, Lisa
Hello,
Brown.
Kim and Lisa
And we
and
got
Robin.
Robin S. Good
Yes,
morning, ladies. Thank you so much for your time and
yes.
your attention.
Mm-hmm.
We
And
have got
those of you that catch us on the replay, thank you so
yes,
much as well, honestly.
yes, yes.
And if you're lurking for whatever reason, like I had to lurk on Carrie's live a little bit ago because, guys, my husband is a procrastinator, drives me crazy. So he had this many reports and this much time to get it done in. So guess who he calls? Yep.
Uh-huh.
So I've been doing that all morning.
Can you help me?
You
I'm
got
so
it.
behind.
But
Yeah.
that's okay. That really is because he pays me in yarn. So
Oh, I hear you, girlfriend. I hear you. I hear you. We put up with a lot for yarn. Yep.
that's right. That's
We
right.
got Miss Frozen Angela slipping in the back door there too with her
Well,
elephant
hello,
tattoo.
Angela.
How are you ladies this morning? We hope everybody's having a wonderful, blessed day.
Yes.
I hope you got some beautiful weather going on. What you got in your cup? What you drinking? Let us know. We've got a bunch of stuff planned for you guys for today.
Yes,
And
we
I'm
do.
going to let Miss Maureen go first and tell you what she's got to show us.
Okay. Well, first, before we get going, remember that last week not we, Maureen challenged some of her sisters to work on Puss in Boots with me. And you got to see how, even though we all had the same pattern, we took and made him different. And you all know that. Who was it yesterday that shared with me? Jay, was it you that sent me a picture of your shawl? She said she started with someone's shawl. I can't remember who it was, but she didn't like the border that it called for in the original pattern, like a picot border, I think. And so she went to her crochet book and she found a border that she liked, and that's how she finished it off. Well, little tweaks like that is what makes our creation so unique.
Yes, it does.
And
Absolutely.
there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, there
No.
really isn't. That's why for me, especially since I'm now on the amigurumi train, uh,
Good
I
morning,
love
Bryn.
them, but I just love, putting my own little spin on them. So since I get to go first,
And Steve, good morning. Sorry.
oh, that's all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Steve.
We had Bryn, who the knitter, come in too.
Okay, now I don't care what gender you are or claim to be. If you love crochet, that's all that matters. All right.
That's
So
right. That's right.
we're just gonna clear the issue right there. All right.
If you like the fiber arts, we love you
Yes.
too.
That's right.
That's all I
Okay.
need to say.
So, um, I guess it really hasn't even been a year yet that I got bit. And I mean, not just bit, but chomped on with the amigurumi bug. And I didn't just ease into it, folks. I jumped in with both feet, hands, mouth, my whole body jumped into the
Didn't
deep
even
end of
hold her nose, you know. She just
Yeah, yeah.
went off the deep
Um,
end.
Froggy Went a Knitting was making this sea creature from Megan Lapp. She is the creator of Crafty Intentions.
Mhm.
And Warren fell in love with it. Now, some of you have met Warren.
Wonderful.
He's my 15-year-old grandson that lives with me.
Kitty
And
pie.
he
Kitty pie.
just, I mean, gaga. He went with me and we chose out the yarn that he wanted to make this kraken. And since
Mm.
I used 4 weight and an F hook, it turned out a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to. But he loves it.
It is amazing.
Really was.
Amazing.
So imagine my excitement when I found out that I'm going to make myself big here.
Please do. Go ahead.
Oh, wrong
Whoop,
one.
not me. You.
Okay. You do it.
Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on, and I'll get you. Dun, dun, dun.
Hello, Rebecca. How are you?
Oh, hello, Rebecca. Touched by Yarn. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
We welcome
So
you in.
she came out with a book of 19 of her patterns. And I'm sorry the light's kind of hitting the glare there.
Love it.
Yes.
Sharon is here. Good morning, Sharon.
So I want to show you the picture of this kraken if you don't know what I'm talking about.
It's amazing. It really, really is amazing.
Okay. Let me find him. Thought I had him tagged. Oh, there he is.
Good morning, Mima's Crochet and Other Arts. Angela,
Good morning,
welcome
Mima.
in.
There he is in all his
Amazing.
glory. Now, is he not gorgeous?
Oh,
Yes,
I
folks,
can't
he's
imagine.
big. He is really big. Now, picture
Yes,
this guy.
yes. That dragon's something else on the cover. Oh.
Picture this guy in white. That's what Warren wanted. He wanted a white kraken.
Yep.
And then the let me see if I can
underside.
Well, here we go. His fins and this top knot here were the only things that were in he chose a pretty blue mix. And then underneath,
variegated, wasn't it?
Yes. And then underneath, you can't see it very well here, but there are little popcorn suckers underneath the bigger pieces. And that was also blue.
And gorgeous.
But
you did an amazing job on it too, Maureen.
Well, like I said, thank goodness from excuse me. Thank goodness that I had Froggy to fall back on, because guys, I don't think there would have been any way that I could have done it all on my own. And here are some different pictures. Same thing.
They have a white one.
Yes, they had a white one.
They don't
but
have
you
his
can
underparts is not blue, but you can see the underparts on that blue one. I don't think they got them, the baubles put on any one of them but that blue one.
Well, it may be. I don't know.
I don't
But I
believe
did put the baubles on it.
Yeah.
I did put the baubles on it because that's what he wanted. And maybe, if I remember correctly, without going back and looking at the pattern, I think there were 2 ways that you could do it.
Yeah, and
I
I like
really
the baubles better. It just looks cool. You know, looks.
The next one out of this book that I'm going to make.
And what was the name of the book? Do you remember? Your mom wants to know.
It's Crochet Creatures of Myth and Legend.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
And it's by
Megan Lapp.
Megan. Yes.
Yes.
Look
This
at
is
that
what I'm
bad
making
boy.
next.
Oh, that is
Yeah, isn't that
beautiful.
gorgeous? This is called the
Beautiful.
Phoenix.
Are you going to use the variegated yarn like that,
Yes.
or
I'm going to try to stay pretty close to her pattern here on this one
beautiful,
because I
beautiful?
really do like the colors, you know? I just really, really do.
Mm.
So, yes,
Leslie
Leslie,
is
you
born.
have to have the baubles. That just sets him apart.
It does. It really does. I mean, it
Hmm.
looks finished with the
Yep.
baubles on the
Yep.
bottom.
And
That's just
then,
my opinion.
and I hope to by Christmas make two of these. And I have to make two because I have two little granddaughters that are only 3 years apart. But what one gets, the other one has to have as well. The
Mm.
So long as hers looks like her sister's and it's
Oh,
pink, that's okay. But they both have to have the same thing. So this will
sorry.
be that's all right. And this is a unicorn. Look at how gorgeous that is.
Gorgeous. Good morning, Amy. How are you?
Good morning, Amy. Thank you so much for being with us.
That is beautiful. Couldn't you
Yeah.
just see some little girls or boys?
Yeah,
I
our
light
boys. Yeah,
up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, and so after I got the bug bit and found out that there was a Harry Potter crochet wizard
I've heard some
wizardly
people
wizardy. I don't know. Anyway, Harry
wizardry.
Potter.
Yes.
Yes, it's called the official Harry Potter crochet pattern book.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And can any of
Wow.
you think specifically why I got this book?
Bobby.
That's right. That's
Really? I was just guessing. Really?
Yep, that's the reason why I got it.
I was
Dobby,
just playing. I didn't know
nope.
it.
Dobby is Warren's favorite Harry Potter character.
Hmm.
He just loves Dobby. He really does. Now,
That reminds me of uh, Gollum on Lord of the Rings.
oh
He's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
That's weird
Now,
looking thing.
I have not touched him because I've heard several people say that the pattern really is difficult. I
Mm.
don't know if it's because of the pieces, maybe the way it's written. I don't know. And so it's kind of made me like
I've
the way
never read the Harry Potter books either, Leslie.
uh
Never.
so
But I ain't
I'm
missed
gonna
it.
do him. Just Warren may be 30 years old before he gets especially if I get started because folks, I'm one of those people that if I get started on something and it's more work to figure it out, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm a quitter, but when it
Mm.
causes that much tension and frustration and it
The
kind of
little
gets to
hard
fall to the
patterns. Yeah.
side. Yeah, it goes over in that I'll see you later pile.
Yep.
Okay. So
Exactly.
that is the main reason why I bought this book. But there's a whole lot of other patterns in here. There's the sorting hat, there's a cat that represents Professor whatever her name is. And there's hats, there's scarves, there's little ponchos that represent, I mean, if you remember the scarves, for each one of the houses, that pattern is in there for you. And since I'm going to be learning mosaic here in a few weeks, I'll definitely be hollering at Michelle with we call her Michelle Mosaic, um, to help me read through the pattern and figure out what to do because there are some really pretty hats and ponchos and, like I said, the scarves that represent each house. So that's what I had to show for the moment. Ms. Connie, what you got for us?
Okay. Well, I tell you what. I've got a few things that I would like to say. I'm gonna leave it like that right there because that's big enough. That's big enough. I want to first show. I finished an amigurumi this past week. Um,
Oh, that's right.
my caregiver has a 2-year-old granddaughter, and she asked me would I make her something, and I said, "Well, something what?" She said, "I don't care, just some kind of toy."
Something.
And I said, "Well, okay, all right." I said, "You don't want a blanket, a toddler size
Mm-hmm.
throw blanket?" She said, "Well, I don't want to ask for too much." I said, "That's not too much. It's
Ew.
cool. I got this. I'll figure out something." And she said, "Okay." It was like she was scared to death to ask
Yeah.
me, But I didn't want her to be that way.
Right.
So I told her, I said, "I'll make her a toy and a blanket. How about that?" But
Oh.
she said that'd be so sweet. So I decided, since it was so close to Easter, that she needed a big old huggy, snuggly bunny rabbit.
Oh my goodness.
So I
Look
made
at
her a bunny.
that.
Big, snuggly, floppity eared, fuzzy
Just
butted
right. Just right
monkey.
for a 2-year-old.
Monkey, listen at me. Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on the blanket, but
That is
that
so
grin is because of me, because I
what?
do a lot,
Oh.
you know, one sided.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to give her the little cheeky grin.
Well, see, made it
And she was
special.
so soft and snuggly. And I thought, well, that's just right for a 2-year-old because they can grab it by the whatever and drag it around.
Mm-hmm.
And then as they grow, you know, it, it'll be just still be just right for them. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah. Oh
It'll
yeah.
last a while. But I thought, well, that's cute for her, you know.
Yeah.
And her name is Babs.
Babs. Mm-hmm.
Babs,
Bab.
short for Babette.
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 Oh, that's so cute.
But I thought I'd do that, and then I've started her a blanket. I haven't finished it yet, but I'll share what I've got. And
Mm.
Carrie a while back was doing those. What was it, 6 or 8
Mm-hmm.
blankets?
6
Uh,
blankets.
the pattern that she was using, the from the middle, is what I
Mm-hmm.
found it under.
Right.
But that's what stuck with me, was so pretty. So
Isn't
I
it
decided that's the pattern I was going to use.
just
The
right for a little girl?
magic shells or something to
Yep.
that
Just
effect.
right for a little girl.
Uh-huh. And I thought I'd make it toddler size, for a
Yes.
2-year-old, just big enough, because I know blankets get wagged around enough that they'll not fall all to pieces, but they get to not looking so lovely after a while. When they
Yeah.
go through the sandbox a couple of times, then you need a new one.
Yeah.
That's the way my little girl was anyway.
Right.
But I've got an amigurumi book that I wanted to share with you guys. It was gifted to me via Leslie of the Corn, and Miss Froggy when the Knitting suggested it. I do believe she said. They know what I feel about amigurumi, but they're continuously
Right.
putting stuff in front of me that's too dead gum cute not to make. So
Yes, they
they sent me
do.
this book, The Aquatic Amigurumi. Make a colorful splash in your yarn stash. And I gotta have my old lady glasses. I can't see nothing. It's from Meteor Books, and the author is Natasha Tashinko. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, please forgive me.
She said
This is
Froggy made her do
fish.
it. I
Fish.
love the pirate.
Yes, there's a pirate. There is a kraken.
Mm-hmm.
and there is an anglerfish, and
Mm-hmm.
regular angelfish.
And up at
This
the
is
top,
a pelican.
right?
This is the pirate. That's the kraken, and this thing on its leg, that's supposed to be a boat.
Oh,
Boats, because he likes boats.
right. They sure
Um,
do.
this is a jellyfish, I believe is what they say it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then there, of course, have to be mermaids.
You have to have mermaids, yes.
Mhm. Yes. And one of my favorites in the book here is a fisherman. His name is Boris. Boris the fisherman. I didn't turn to the pages ahead of time. I should have.
Oh,
Isn't
look.
he adorable? Look at the little fish in his
He
pocket.
is. He is. I love his beard. Look at that. My
He's
goodness.
so cute. I mean, just cute. Probably we'll see him very
Pretty
soon.
soon. Yeah.
Very soon. Uh, yeah, and then there were, of course, shells, stars, and little fish, like
Right.
accessory type things
Mm-hmm.
that you could make. Um, you have to have the little fish and shells and things like that to go
That's
with your
just too
fisherman.
cute.
But there is another one in here that I see coming very soon.
Oh. Oh, now look at that.
I can't remember the name, but he's a walrus.
Oh, I love that.
And I just have to tell you what it says about him. Triton, the
Mm-hmm.
walrus. Triton, the
Walrus.
walrus, always dreamt of becoming a lifeguard and helping others, but unfortunately, he was afraid of water. His good friend Neville the seal, there's another character in here, gave him some lessons and also bought a swim ring for him. And that made all the difference in the world. Now Triton isn't afraid of the water anymore. And he can watch the tourists during the day with a steady and calm eye. In the evenings, he often goes for a swim together with Stripey, the angelfish. That was
Oh,
just too cute to me. I thought
yes.
a walrus afraid
Hello, Bonnie.
of
How are
water.
you, sweetheart?
But there's several creatures in here that just got me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ernest the seagull. Let's see, which way is he?
Oh, look at their little sweaters.
Uh-huh. And he likes to have a cup of, what does it say that is? He often sweeps by the cafe after a long flight to enjoy his favorite cappuccino
Oh,
with
cappuccino.
caramel cream and fishy marshmallows.
Oh, well, I'll take the coffee without the
Isn't
marshmallows. Thank you.
it
That's too cute.
too cute? Now I'm telling you, it's just,
Hello,
and they
Janice.
every one of them have got a little cute little story that goes with it. I ain't gonna show you them all, but every one of them does have a cute little story that goes with them, and it's
Right,
not your mm, everyday run of the mill
right,
story. They're
right.
really cute. Here's some of the characters that you can do. Let's
Oh,
see
look,
if
you
I
can
can.
do him bald headed.
He is bald headed. He's just doesn't
Well,
have his
that's what I
hat on.
mean. You can leave his hat off of him, have a totally different
Take his hat
character.
off. Then you got the mermaid, of course, and the pirate.
I
But
love the
they
pirate.
are all so cute, and
Mm-hmm.
they make you want to do them with the story
Right,
that goes with them because it's just so imaginative.
you're right.
It's not your run of the mill walrus, the seal, and
Mm-hmm.
the kid's story that is a million years old.
Yeah.
Vintage.
Thank
That's
you,
a
Leslie.
vintage. Yeah. It's too cute. It's just
It
way
really
too
is.
cute. And also have some things I wanted to show you out of a spring 2014 crochet with an exclamation point magazine. It's vintage.
Who would have thought 2014 would be classified as vintage?
I'm telling you, I had a
Mm-hmm.
14-year-old at that time. Yeah.
Right.
And a 24-year-old, but it's already vintage. No, I don't think so. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's got some beautiful things in it that is still relevant today, even though it
Right.
is vintage. Like this is the Uptown chic cardigan, and it's really, really lovely. Let me see if I can get it in the picture. There we go.
There you go. Look at
I think
that.
it
Is that
looks
not
kind of cute.
beautiful?
It is so cute. Even for, I could see a young girl wearing this, stylish. Put it with a
Right.
pair of jeans and a
Mm-hmm.
tank and
I'd be wearing that.
hit the town. I mean, even though it is vintage, it still is relevant for a young person,
Right.
that's in style today. It's
Right.
not so old that it's not in style.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But this is called the Breeze Tea.
There you go.
And
Oh, look at
both
that.
equal sizes 2X. So it's big enough for us, fluffy girls.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Janice. I see you sneaking in here. The name of the book that I
Leslie popped it in there. Leslie
talked
popped it in the
about,
comments.
yes, okay. And yours, Maureen, was what? Say yours again.
Mine was Creative Creatures of Myth and Legend.
Crochet
And it's by
creatures.
Megan Lapp.
Crochet creatures. Right? Crochet creatures.
Crochet Creatures of Myth and Legend.
You said creative. I'm sorry. I hate to correct you.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't want them to start looking for the book and put in that and then not never find it. You know what
Well, I'll type it in here real quick.
I mean? And I wanted to share this because I think this is just too cute. It's upcycled from a pair of jeans.
Isn't that neat?
It's just cute as it can be. Look at the little embroidery they put on
Thank
it.
you, Leslie.
It's just adorable. Just adorable.
Yep.
What's the blanket pattern I'm using is called From the Middle. And it's also called, what is it, Maureen? It's
I don't know.
in
I just know it is.
Inspirations. It's From the Middle. At Hobie, it's called the something baby blanket.
Yeah.
There's not many that they
Mhm.
have there, I know. So it's, oh my goodness, I was going to remember. There's several different names to it, but I
Right.
call it From the Middle.
I do too.
And
That's why.
that's the only one I've ever known to look
Right.
it up by. I hope that helps you, Robin. If it doesn't, let me know, and I will find the link for you and post it in one of the chats. Won't be a problem whatsoever. But
Give Leslie a minute. She'll be on it.
yeah, if you can find it, Leslie, and post that, I would love you for it. But the vintage magazines are not just for collecting.
No, no, no,
The
no.
patterns and things that are in them. Caron From the Middle. That's who it
Right.
was. Yeah. Free on your inspirations. Yes. Okay. The vintage magazines are not just for collecting. The patterns that are in the vintage magazines are still relevant patterns. There's a lot of things that are in them that people still love to have. People still collect, and they are
There you go, Nana
worth,
Kathleen.
worth having.
Right.
The name of the magazine I just showed you is Crochet exclamation point.
Yeah.
And it comes from spring 2014. That's the one I was just showing you, Nana. The one I'm about to show you is called Magic crochet, and it is from December 1990, magazine number 69, and it is doilies.
Doilies. I love doilies.
Well, me and another lady I know carried over really love things like this. You know what
I
I
do
mean?
too.
But there's gobs of them in here that are just they just scream at you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this what I'm about to show is made with it says lightweight knitting yarn, suitable for the US size 2 or a C crochet hook. Okay. This would still be cute for today. It's a little glasses holder,
Oh,
like for your reading glasses or
yes.
your sunglasses. You know, you don't want to get them. I keep trying to show the wrong damn page. There we
There
go.
you go.
You know, it would be good to put anything in like that. Your
Right.
sunglasses, your reading glasses, anything. But it's in a vintage doily magazine. Okay.
And what a one of a kind gift to give, you know?
It would be. Nana Kathleen, if that's what you really, really want, I can do a scan of it for you and hook you up.
Mhm.
Good morning, Miss Jolene. How
Good
are you
morning,
today?
Jolene. Thank you so much for stopping in.
This is for, I would say, the more advanced um, crocheter.
Mm-hmm.
It uses the shiny crochet cotton number 20, uh, about
Angela,
2,106.
thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. You have
Thank
a
you, Cousin
great day.
Angela. And it says to use a US size 7 or for your gauge. So, really, this you could use any particular hook.
Look at that. Oh,
But it's so beautiful. It's so elegant. I can see this for an Easter party,
oh yeah.
a wedding shower,
Mm-hmm.
baby shower. You
Yep.
know, put that over a old beat up table, and you've
Mm-hmm.
got something just you know
Nope, 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 nope,
beautiful.
nope, 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 nope.
I don't mind making a copy of anything out of these books because I did purchase them. I paid for them many, many years ago. Um, I don't know if you can still find them online.
Right.
I don't know if they're free online now.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't find them, then there you go. Leslie at the Corn has got the link for it's free on Annie's.
I
All
told
right.
you.
Yeah, the link's not showing, Leslie. Post it again. This one I think is super cute. It's a filet crochet, but it's also making motifs and then adding them on top of your filet crochet.
Oh, now that's pretty.
Isn't that so cute with the little butterflies and the flowers?
Oh
You
man.
could put that in
I'd
any
have to
color
have
you
that
need.
framed.
Well, it could be in any color you need, and then use it for a placemat. How cute would that be?
Like I said, for me, I'd have to have that thing framed. No way I'd
Well,
want anybody putting a plate or a cup or anything on that.
well, it's not as hard as everybody makes out,
Mm-hmm.
or like everybody thinks it is. The light crochet is not that bad at all.
Oh
It
no,
really is not at all. You
no.
just have to do your counting. You have
Right,
to pay attention to your graph
right.
to know where to fill in your blocks at. And
Mm-hmm.
once you get started, honestly, it just falls right into place like a puzzle. You
Right.
know, just boop, 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 boop. You know.
Good morning,
Good
Katrina.
morning, Katrina. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing
Yes.
well this morning. And this one, I believe Maureen had a fit over, so I thought I'd
Oh,
show it too. Um, it is absolutely
okay.
wrong way. There we go.
It's a little hard to see, but hopefully you can get enough of the outline to notice that that is the Lord's Supper in
The
filet.
Last Supper in filet crochet.
Yep.
And honestly, that is very, very easy to do. Very. You'd be surprised how fast
Yes.
it goes. But that right there is something that anybody could do and frame it up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would be a gift to leave
For
to your children,
generations.
to your
Yeah.
grandchildren, you know? And I do honestly believe anybody can do it. Anybody
Mm-hmm.
can do it. I'm talking a
Beginner
even a
crocheter.
beginner
Mm-hmm.
because all it is double crochets
That's right.
and
Double
chains.
crochets and chains. That's it.
That's it. That's it. If you
Yep.
can do that, you can do this filet crochet.
That's right.
Mhm. And the patterns are endless. The
Mm-hmm.
three patterns.
Right.
And it's something that doesn't go out of style. I don't care what anybody says.
No. No, no,
It
no.
does not go out of style because it can be a gift, a wedding gift, a
Mm-hmm.
baby gift.
Right.
You can put last names. I've seen them where they put like Graham or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Just all capital letters, and it be somebody's last name. You give that to them, that gets passed down.
That's right.
It's really is. A lot of people say, "Oh, doilies." No,
Oh,
no, don't do
no.
that because they really are something that is fun to do. They really are. They're relatively quick. If you
Right.
don't do one big enough to make a wall hanging out of, then it's relatively quick and easy.
Right.
If you can do a double crochet and if you can have a little patience
Right.
and pay attention to the chart, you
Yeah.
can do this. You can do doilies. You can do filet crochet. You can do a bedspread if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
All you're doing for a bedspread is a little bitty square about this big,
That's right.
but you got to do a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then you connect them together just like you would a granny square quilt,
Mm-hmm.
granny square blanket.
That's
You
right.
connect them all together, and boom, you've got something to leave for generations to come. Something
Hello,
you can be
Nan.
something you can be so proud of. And
Right.
I don't want it to intimidate you because you use crochet threads. When
Right.
you say threads, a lot of people are like, "Oh, ooh, that's too little. I can't do it."
Right.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. It's
Yes.
just you have to get used to how you're
Mm-hmm.
holding it. Right,
Right.
Maureen? I mean, if you can get it where you can crochet with it. Now I
Right.
know people like me. Sometimes your hands won't let you do it.
Right.
But if you can get where you can hold it and crochet with it, you can
Mm-hmm.
make anything.
Right.
Anything. Not just doilies, not just blankets, not just bedspreads
Mm-hmm.
or tablecloths or whatever. You can do anything with it. You
Oh,
can do
yeah.
macaroni with it and make little tiny macaroni. I've seen that done too.
The one thing I want to mention that helps me a lot whenever I do fillet is I learned when I was being taught how to do the
Good morning,
fillet.
Bonnie.
Good morning, Bonnie. You
You lurk
started a
right
new
away.
lace top in 100% silk, so I have to count to establish the
Ooh,
pattern. Oh,
bless
sweetheart,
your
you're going to have to
heart.
show us pictures when you're finished.
Please do. Please
Yes.
do. But
Uh,
yes, by all means, lurk away. Lurker and worker. You go
that's
right
right.
on.
So, what I learned to do was I took a light colored pencil and I would, like, if you have, say, 20, 30 fillets that are just the double crochet, chain, double crochet chain until you get to where a little piece of the pattern starts, then you can, okay, I've got to do 15 of this. So I know
Mhm.
I've got that and just go ahead and mark through it or shade it in. My daughter likes to to color as she's going on her fillet patterns. And then you do your little piece, and then if you got another long run, that's how I do it. And that way, I
Yeah.
don't get frustrated. I don't lose a stitch. I don't, you know, uh,
And it really is just like putting a puzzle together, isn't it,
that's
Maureen?
right.
I mean, you only do one little square at a time. One little square, one little square, one little square. And you look at the next one, it's empty. Okay. So you got chain two, double
Right.
crochet, chain two, double
Yep.
crochet.
Come on.
That's it. That is all
Yep.
there is to doing fillet crochet. That's it. And I've seen a lot of people too, when they print the chart out, you was talking about coloring in uh,
Mm-hmm.
the squares. I've seen a lot
Right.
of people use a highlighter like
Yes.
that. And
Mm-hmm.
I also seen people that would print out the diagram and get one of those plastic page protectors that
Yes.
students get for school,
Mm-hmm.
for
Yep.
some kind of project, and they slide it inside. And then
Mm-hmm.
they will take a dry erase board
Right.
marker and
Right.
mark completely through what
What
they
they've
just
done.
done
Mm-hmm.
so that they don't mistake it when they're looking. They don't get mixed up looking at the pattern. There's a lot of ways that you can do it so you can keep up with where you're at. You won't get
And
lost.
and
You won't
Leslie
get
makes
confused.
Leslie makes mention too, as long as you line up your pattern correctly, the fillet is manageable, or so I've been told.
Yes, thank you, Miss Leslie of the Corn, for pointing out that you have to line up your pattern correctly. Because if you have to print it out on two separate sheets, then you're going to have to tape it together. And if you miss putting it together right and you get one block off
Off.
from the pattern, you won't notice it till you get way, way down in your pattern.
I think somebody's talking from experience here, folks.
Yes, I am. Just very recently that happened to me. And I had to frog the whole thing and start over. And believe me, I was
Ooh.
no, a little more than halfway finished
Yes.
when I noticed what I had done and had to frog it. You want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about, ugh, I was almost sick at my stomach. But I thought it's your fault. Nobody, you
Yeah.
can't get mad at anybody. You did it yourself and you know better. So I just frogged that little booger out and started over. Yeah, Lynette, I love filet crochet. You can make anything with it. You
Oh,
really
that's
can.
right. That's
You
right.
really can. And I wanted to point out too, Maureen, since you brought up the Puss in Boots, um, that it's a book. I know we showed it when we were
Mm-hmm.
doing the Puss in Boots. It's Once Upon a Time in Crochet.
That's right.
It's the name of the book. Once Upon a Time in Crochet. And the author is Lynn Rowe. This is your patterns that you can
Mm-hmm.
do out of this particular book. Okay. Don't buy it. I'm sorry. Don't buy it. It's very, very hard to understand. The way the author writes her patterns is ununderstandable. Sorry, Miss Rowe, Miss Lynn Rowe. I'm giving you my honest opinion like Bag of Day
Mm-hmm.
says. It's my opinion.
That's
I
right.
get paid to say I like it, and I don't get paid to say I don't. But I'm
That's
trying to
right.
save people money. The other books we showed, when we like them, we like them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We don't like this one. The patterns are hard to read, they are hard to crochet, and it's hard to understand how to put them together.
Hello,
Sorry.
Christine.
We did
Yes.
Puss in Boots out of this, and I hated it the whole way I was making it. Hated it. I begged Maureen, please don't make us have to do this. But I went ahead and finished it
Yep.
because I
Yep.
told Maureen I would. But I tell you
Mm-hmm.
what, I ain't looked at enough pattern out of this other than to look through and see the rest of them are the same way.
Yes.
They are
Yeah.
so hard to understand. And I hate to say don't buy it. I probably I shouldn't have said that. I'll warn you that they are very, very hard to understand.
Right.
You
Right.
have to be an experienced crocheter,
Mm-hmm.
advanced slash experienced, to understand these patterns. An
Right.
amigurumi should not be that hard. I'm sorry.
No, no.
It should
Uh-uh.
not be that hard. And there's
And
so many other authors out there, even though they're cute as a bug.
they
I mean,
really are.
look
Yes.
at them. You know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Three Little
Look at the
Pigs.
mm-hmm.
You know, Hansel
Hansel
and
and Gretel.
Gretel. It just they're cute as they can be, but you can't understand the way she's written the pattern.
Right. Right.
You
I
can't
think
understand them.
I think
Oh,
especially for me with this Kraken that I started out with. And then there's been a couple of other designers I've been exposed to, especially through, excuse me, getting into amigurumi wars late in the year last year. Um,
that is the place you want to go if you want to
right.
start amigurumi. You want to dip your toe in the water.
Hmm.
That's the place to start it. YOH Crochet with Anita,
Right.
because she gives you um what would you call it, Maureen? She gives you
Are you talking about the designers she chooses each
the
month?
designers that
Yes.
people like.
Yes. She
People
does
like
her
them.
research. You know, she
Mhm.
really does.
Yes, she
And
does researched. That's kind
mhm,
of what I was looking for. She
right.
researched.
Um, and
So they're not hard patterns. They're
no,
not hard to understand.
number one, they're not hard. There's many of the designers that have different levels, you know, of the amigurumis that she chooses. A lot of the people that she chooses also, um, their patterns are easy to read. You can comprehend. The one of the biggest problems I had with Puss in Boots was I did not like the design of the boot and how it was supposed to, you know,
Hmm.
it was very hard to read and understand. In fact, I almost just went with a straight foot down and let it be.
And
But
the heck with it, yeah.
I had to
Hmm.
go back and do my own modification of like a regular sock and put like a heel on it and then go up
Hmm.
from there.
Yep.
But I loved what, excuse me, um, Tiffany did on hers. I mean, she made
I
hers
love
look
that.
like a high top boot. I mean, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. If I
It
was
was like
ever,
a pirate's boot, really. The big,
mhm,
a tall cuff that flips down,
yes,
you know.
instead
That
of that little
was,
fluffy curly
oh,
Q
it was
thing.
wonderful.
Uh-huh.
But
Yep.
now, another amigurumi book that I've got. I'm trying to find the author. Let's see.
Excuse
On
me.
the front of the book. Maybe every kind of different one. Maybe all different ones.
There you go, guys. Leslie making the Kraken was the first time she'd ever done him too. She said I had an easier time with the Kraken from Crafty Intentions than I did with Puss in Boots. I had to refer to Froggy for a video guide on one part in the Puss in Boots. You
Yeah.
know, and like Connie said, it should not be that hard
Yeah, and just like
to mix stuff in on.
Kitten one says,
Mm-hmm.
you work way too dadgum hard for
Right.
your money to spend it on a pattern and then it not be worth the crap. It
Right.
looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's beautiful and you want to make it and it, you think you'll love it and oh, you get a pattern that you can't even stand to read. You can't
Right.
figure out what to do and you get so frustrated and you just wad it up and throw it in the dang garbage. That's
Right.
money wasted.
And
Wasted.
time. And time.
Yes, and a lot of time, a whole lot of time. But there's too many free patterns out there, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Many free ones from good really good, tried and true authors that know what they're doing, they're experienced, to pay money for one that's not worth the darn. And it only
Right.
takes one. It only takes one from a creator to ruin them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What's your
This
other
book
book?
is Dinosaur
Oh,
Emmas and More. It's prehistoric amigurumi. Am I? I'm crooked.
yeah, you're good. You're good.
This is what I did. The little cave boy that Froggy has. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I did that out of. And it's so cute. It's not even funny.
It
I
is,
did,
especially after Connie put her own little touches on it.
well, that was requested.
Oh,
Uh, this is a dinosaur that I did out of this book.
go on.
He's a brontosaurus,
Go. Go.
and he's got on a high neck sweater, turtleneck sweater, and it's got a big cuff
No.
on it. This cuff is what should have been on the Puss in Boots. It should have been written like this was. This is super, super easy. If this had been on the Puss in Boots, we'd have been fine. We'd have been fine. And it's the same thing, same type of thing.
Right.
It's no different whether it's on a dinosaur neck or if it's on the leg of a pirate. It's still the
Right.
same thing. But now this was easy to do. I should have reminded everybody of that when we were
Mm-hmm.
doing the Puss in Boots, but it's just hit
Me
me
too.
that it's exactly the same thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I put my color on the sweater. It's the only thing, I give him the color I liked, and I made him
Right.
blue instead of the color they said to do in the book. It's the only difference in what I did and what's in the book. But
Right.
he's just so cute. I can
Yes.
see somebody wagging this thing around by the neck, playing with it. Oh,
Right.
gee, sweetest little thing there ever was. And he's
Right.
so cute. He is just so stinking cute.
And see, that's the excitement that you want to be or have once you get it completed. You know.
Yes, and you want to be proud of what you've done
Right.
because once you spend your time doing something like that, you are proud of it.
Right.
You want to get enjoyment out of what you do, and you want somebody that you're giving it to, if it's a gift,
Right.
to love it.
Right.
To be proud of it. And if you do an amigurumi that you didn't like, most of the time it's going to show in it.
Mm-hmm. Because what do
I've
we
done
say?
better than that Puss in Boots. Now I'm just gonna tell you,
Mm-mm.
I didn't care what it looked like when it come out because I hated it. I hated messing with that pattern because it was that badly written.
Well, I just think if the instructions had been
Thank
written
you,
in a little bit
Roxanne.
different order, you know what I mean? Like each
Mhm.
row, because there were times when I had to read what she was saying, and then on my little piece of paper over here, row 33, this is the sequence I'm going to do.
This should have been yada yada yada
Yeah.
yada yada. And
Mm-hmm.
write it down yourself. Yeah.
Right. Right.
See, Maureen, you need to be rewriting all these patterns.
Oh, no. Maureen's got way too much on her plate to do. I'm not rewriting anybody's patterns.
No. I'm not talking about rewriting them. You need to redo them and send them out to us when they're crappy. If you're going to make us do them from now on, you're going to have to go through and write the thing and make a copy of it and send it out to all of us. So we ain't fooling with one we don't like. That's
Well, what I might do is
okay. You guys hear me now? You hear me, Leslie of the Corn and Michelle Mosaics and Froggy and Carrie, all of us? If she makes us do a pattern from now on, she finds one she likes. Oh, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this, and it's a crappy pattern. She has to rewrite it so that it's a good pattern for all of us. Or we don't have to do it.
well
That's
then
the new rule.
I might over here in my list of top things to get done in the next 5 years, so to speak. Notice I said 5, not this year.
Yeah.
Rewrite Dobby.
Oh, Lord.
You threw down the gauntlet, dear.
Well, in 5 years, maybe I will.
Okay. I haven't read through it. I just have from folks that have either started it, tried to start it, and by word of mouth from some other bus like
Yes.
Maureen, they're saying that he is wow.
Well, I think
So
Froggy's got it started too, if
I
I'm
think
not
so. Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah.
And I think she says he's pretty hard.
Right. Right.
So
So I've just got to say, as long as she's been doing amigurumis, if she says it's hard, Maureen is going to sit up and listen.
I'm
That's all
telling
I got
you,
to say.
thank you for being here, Yarn again. Chris, if you got to go, you run right ahead, honey.
Yes,
Life takes
ma'am.
the #1 spot. So you do you. We appreciate your time.
Yes, we really do. We really
But
do.
we're almost out of time anyway. So, Maureen, if you want to just cap us off, we'll get on
Well,
out of here.
I will, but
Unless
first,
you have something to show, you go
no, I
ahead
don't have anything to show, but
or talk
we
about.
have to have our daily dose of where is she? There it is.
Madonna. Yes,
Madonna, find out
yes,
what
yes,
our
yes.
Okay, so welcome to Thursday, the 6th day of April. It's Monday, Thursday, Jump Over Things Day, Drowsy Drivers Awareness Day, no ma'am,
Mm,
National Tartan Day, and Plan Your Epitaph Day. I think
well,
I'll
that's
skip
a
over that
whopper.
one. Yes, the food holidays are burritos, Twinkies, and fresh tomatoes.
Oh, that sounds right up my alley. Mm.
Mine too. I've got a feeling we may be eating Mexican food tonight.
Burritos with the tomatoes
Burritos. Here we go. Yes.
and the Twinkies for dessert. That sounds good.
Yes,
I
it
like
does.
the
Yes, it
Twinkies.
does.
Mm.
Well, folks, since we're heading out, you know what I like to say? Be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know. It's going to be your light that they need to see. I love you
That's
best.
absolutely correct, people. And let me tell you, be a blessing to somebody. You can, if you just take time to give them a smile. It don't cost
Amen.
a thing. Be a blessing. And you guys
Amen.
have a great day. And I hope you make some fun to do and cute amigurumis in the future. And if you do, email them to Maureen or me. We'll put them
Yes,
up here and we'll show them boogers off.
that's we
You know,
will.
we're proud of you girls and guys for doing anything like that. Anytime you want anything shown, you can email it to me. My email is in my about page. Or Maureen, I'm sure
It's in
her
there
email
too.
is too. Anytime, anything, just put on there what you made. If you want to put the author on there and what yarn you used, that would be great. And of course, who it was made it, and we'll show it off.
And
We'll make
even
us
your
a
opinion
slide.
about the pattern. You
Heck
know,
yeah. And you know that in that way too, it helps other people to know what's good and what's not. Girls, we
that's
need
right.
and guys, we need to share with one another. We need to
Mm-hmm.
be better about helping one another. You give me
Amen.
an amen on that one, sister. Okay.
All
We're
right.
getting out of here back on that one. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Don't
We
forget,
love you.
my house tomorrow,
That's
same
right.
time.
That's right. That's right. We're doing Southern Sisters tomorrow at Maureen's. So you guys join us again, 10 Central, 11 Eastern. We'll be here.
That's right.
You guys be there or be square. Bye bye, guys. We love you.